Hey guys, hope you're well. I just wanted to give you an update while I am in my favorite place in the world with Coco in Cannes. This is the Carlton Riviera. I think it's what it's called, but it's the best hotel in Cannes and arguably one of the best in the Riviera. Not that I'm here to talk about that. I just wanted to give you guys an update on my life just because a lot's been going on in a good way, and I am very I'm just so happy with the feedback that I got on my last video. It's like you guys really like to learn about what I'm up to in my private life, and so I thought I'd give you a quick update there because oh my god, the world of dating is so interesting, and I have dated one person, so hooray. I want to tell you about that in the sense of like how it is a problem in today's world dating people. If you are a successful female, I honestly feel like the odds are stacked against you because there are just not that many impressive men online, let's be honest. And I've actually now come off dating apps because I just thought it's like the number one way to be disappointed about people, because there's just not as many emotionally available, ready for commitment kind of guys out there, or even those who don't even know what they want out of life. And like, let alone, are you mentally impressive? Anyone can be good looking, let's be honest. There's lots of good looking people out there. You can do whatever you want, but if you're dating intentionally like me, like I don't like a fling, and I certainly don't want to waste time and energy on the wrong people. So I'm looking for something that actually stimulates me mentally, everything else. And that's very difficult to find online. And let's be honest, I don't think I'm going to find the man of my dreams online. So I have decided to come off it completely. I think Coco's happy with that. Coco actually doesn't care. And I just, the things I found online dating, oh my god, I mean, I'm very positive and I absolutely love it. I think of it like a social experiment. So if anyone's dating right now and thinking, how do I navigate this as a female that is successful, that's got a life of her own, I think you should be positive and use it like a social experiment and say to yourself, well, what can I learn from this experience? Because I met an amazing person. He'll never watch this because he's hardly on social media. He's not on social media, which was like a huge thing. And dated him for a very short period because I tend to learn about people pretty quick. So I don't like to wait 3 months to figure out whether you're ready for a relationship or not. I find out very quick. In fact, I knew within the first week that this person is probably not ready. And every time I tried to break it off, bless him, he did try and step it up. So that was very good of him, and I really have a lot of respect for that. However, partying, drink and alcohol, same thing, drugs is what I found out later. And I thought, oh my god, I picked someone I think that was just a perfect first date after you come out of a relationship because they were so wild. Formula One engineer, just to be clear, and a bit of a speed junkie. And yeah, well, he was a nice guy, but let's just be honest, a bit too wild. And I knew that fairly quickly, even though he's like, okay, I'm going to stop doing all this. You can't change people. You need to just watch and observe. And I don't want to change people. I just said, this is not what I'm into. So thank you, goodbye, you do you, I'm doing me. And he was very sweet. He tried to say, no, I've just been, I'm so glad I found someone that's like you and I want to be sensible and blah, blah, blah. But, let's be honest, habits like that are based on childhood trauma. Me and my social experiment. When you date someone, figure out their values and figure out their childhood and see if they've got unresolved childhood trauma. Everyone's got childhood trauma. It's kind of impossible to live a life without having any trauma in your life. But as an adult, if you haven't fixed it, that's what you're going to be living for the rest of your adult life. And when I'm dating this individual, I realized very quickly that even though his words and intentions were great, what he was doing was the opposite, because his subconscious was still fighting that unresolved childhood trauma, and then he was going for the quick fixes, alcohol, drugs, whatever. And it just goes down a slippery path, so you've got to see that. Those are red flags that you should just walk away from. As much as they're absolutely amazing in any other way, they're not worth sticking around, because if you as an adult have done all the work that's possible to fix your childhood trauma, then you deserve to find someone who is emotionally aware, self-aware, and also who has dealt with some of their or all of their childhood trauma. So anyway, dating aside, I'm not on it. Now I plan to just And one thing I've noticed is I'm super happy when I'm just focusing on what I'm great at in my business and just being me and focusing on adding more value into my life, because you attract what you put out in the world, as you all know. And I'm just focusing on making sure I stay that high value individual, you know, healthy habits, mentally, every other way, and I'm very sure that I will meet somebody when the time is right. And I'm not looking, it's like so boring dating people with just to fill a void. Most people on dating sites are very lonely and are just dating because they want to fill the void of, I don't want to eat on my own, I don't want to I just don't want to be on my own, you know. And that's a sad reality of life, but it doesn't mean that's how it should be forever. And I think just building communities, and I love the world of my, you know, capital raising, venture capital events, and I've just carried on being super sociable. So the good thing about being single for me was that I've become extra sociable. People have said I'm actually a lot more approachable, less of an ice queen. Well, kind of obvious, because I have to make more effort to talk to people that I don't know, because I haven't got somebody next to me that I've known for 8.5 years. I can just be lazy and talk to them and spend the rest of my day just talking to them. So I do agree that when you're sociable, you have to be more active, and that's been a little bit more uncomfortable, I'll be honest, for me. I'm not naturally a social person. I don't like partying. For example, I was invited in Monaco to many evenings out. I don't like it, and I'm not planning to ever date in Monaco, just to be clear, because Monaco is full of lost souls. Like, it's perfect for if you arrive in Monaco with your partner. That's a beautiful place to be. But if you're single in Monaco, be ready for just like the lowest value human being approaching you, because they are literally very trashy men is probably the best way to describe that world. Great for business when they are actually businessmen, but most of Monaco that is out in the night are not the entrepreneurs. They're the people with the jobs in the banks, jobs in yachting, jobs in whatever, and those people are they're not the impressive ones. They're on a payroll, let's be honest, and they're just there just to be part of a community that is high net worth, but they're not the high net worth people. I honestly believe that entrepreneurs that are high net worth are you remember, money is a byproduct of who you are, and I have a lot of respect for entrepreneurs, but they are not the ones constantly partying like a crazy person in Monaco. So if you are going out in Monaco looking for some wealthy man that's going to be the man of your dreams, that's the wrong thing to do, and I definitely am not doing that. And just to give you an update, I would only date out of the UK because I like the UK culture, I like the British culture, I understand that. I don't feel like I could really, I mean, I understand the European culture too, but I just don't think I could be with someone that is European, who hasn't lived in London maybe for a long time, or England. I just prefer the British culture. Just, that's how it works, right? So that's me. So I'm happy, I'm doing my thing, and business is going really, really well. I am relaunching so many of these amazing things we're doing in, obviously, Fortune Academy. You'll see some new stuff coming out. The Billionaire Project is where my whole world is surrounded by right now. All the capital raising. I'm always raising capital. I'll put another video out on how to network with billionaires, because I've obviously been doing that a lot more recently, and there is not a science to it, but there is a definite way you should carry yourself in a good way, and I want to see more people do that, and I want to open my network out to you guys. So I am conscious that a lot of people come to me because they want to raise capital, and when I'm living in South France and Monaco, that's all I'm doing. I'm always raising, but not on the first day of meeting someone. I'm building genuine relationships with no agenda, and it takes many years to one day get someone to put capital into your venture or your fund or whatever. It's not something that is happening overnight, and I don't need the capital right now, I'll be very honest, but when the time is right, it will be there. And so what I'm doing is constantly building my network forever. I've been doing that since 2004, so this is what I do, and I'm very good at it. So amazing people in Monaco, amazing people in London, and I want you to be part of that in the Billionaire Project. So anyway, me and Coco are about to carry on our day, a beautiful day. Look at the sunshine, it's stunning. This is September. What are we on? September? End of September, nearly October. In 2 days, it's going to be October. And in the UK, it's like a horrid weather. I get it. And this is like my perfect weather. This is my perfect summer. I actually don't like any hotter than this. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, I haven't really got an agenda on this apart from giving you guys an update. I hope you like that. So in summary, I am not interested in dating apps. I think it's good for everyone to try it as a social experiment, and you'll find a lot of lost souls there, because that's what they are, bless them, who are trying to avoid being lonely, who haven't dealt with their childhood trauma. So if you do come across anyone who is decent, just find out what they're about, their value system, find out. And remember, they don't say what they mean on that dating site. A lot of people should be putting in there, I'm lonely and I'm not looking for any commitment, because that's really what's the truth. But they always put in there that they're looking for the one, and that is not true. So your job when you date someone is to have that human behavior psychology skill to understand what are they really about. And I've really enjoyed that process, even though I've only dated one person. I have spoken to others, but I just never thought they were good enough to meet in person, because quite frankly they weren't, and I can deduce that from a conversation very quickly. So I'm happy that I am not looking anymore. I was curious. Curiosity leads you down dangerous paths, be careful of that. But I'm very happy not to be looking, but just working on me. And when that great person comes along, I will be able to recognize it, and that's the best thing. And just don't work on like not being lonely in life, and whatever makes you upset in life. If anyone's watching this and thinking, how do I fix my life? If anyone is upset about their life in any way, just figure out the root cause. What is it that annoys you? Or what is it that gets you upset? And fix that, because it's never going to be fixed by another human being. It's only going to be fixed by you. So that's my big message. And then when you are in a happy place, life aligns itself in a really nice way. So yeah, there's me doing me. Coco's doing Coco. He loves this life. He absolutely is so happy in South America. It's so cute. We're going to have a great day, whatever you're doing. I hope you have a great day, and hopefully you have some sunshine in your life. If not, fly to it. That's a life. In my future videos, I'm going to be talking about capital raising. I'm going to be talking about also the Billionaire Project and how you can be part of it. If you want my network and my network, if you are a founder and you want to raise capital for a venture, ideally one that's already making money, then you have to be on the form. Look at the links around this video and get your details in there, because I will be allowing you to pitch to me and help you get into the Billionaire Project, because that's what I really love. And what's in it for me and you is that any venture that I like from you guys, I will happily bring investment into it, if not invest into it myself. You know, I invest into properties and I give 100% bridging, so I'm happily actively investing into you where I see possible. So I can even use that money into a company if I see post revenue, an ability for you to make me a return. So everybody wins. Your net worth will increase, because if you raise 10 million for 10% and you're 90% of the rest of the company, you're now worth 90 million. That's what I love about the Billionaire Project. I really want people to understand that the magic in building net worth is in capital raising, and I want you guys to be part of that. So thanks for listening, thanks for watching. I am super excited about what's coming up in the rest of the year. Click on the link below, and if you have any queries about any of the coaching programs I run, then also speak to my team on WhatsApp. Speak soon. Have a good day. Bye.